Pimple. I've got the golden pimple. I'm doing a video today. You know, a couple reasons. One, it's a lot cooler in LA and I'm not sweating. Two, I think I'm addicted. It's kind of like my heroin, but I can't die from it. Well, I could. I mean, if I watch YouTube videos all day, every day, and I just eat and get morbidly obese, and then I'm like the mom from What Eats Eating Gilbert Grape, and they have to get a crane to knock out a wall so they can take me to the hospital. I mean, I can die that way. So disregard that. Number 3, the most amazing thing happened to me today. It was very exciting. You never know what's going to be exciting to you until it happens. That's what this video is about today. Let's start this story off. I mean, I have the story, I have not planned out how I'm going to discuss the story. I did want to mention a quick little anecdote about how a coworker is like, hey, you're looking a lot skinnier. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, I haven't eaten in 4 days. And she was like, oh, really? Were you that sick? I don't get my humor there. You're also probably wondering, why is Dane Cook up here in the title? If you're a huge Dane fan and you're looking forward to a story about how I met him today, that's not happening. I did not meet him, but he will come around in the story. Wait. Watch. So I was just driving to work. I was driving along, all of a sudden there was a tire, hit the brakes. Whoa. That was close. But now let's see what happens when you're driving with the other guy's brake pads. You're driving along, kids are yelling from the back, Dad, I gotta the bathroom. Not now, damn it. Chuck's on. I can't stop. There's a cliff. Yeah, so driving to work, and there's a lot of traffic on the freeway, so I decided to get off a couple exits from mine and take the back roads into work. And I ended up at a red light. There was a car in front of me, and then I was the next one. Our light was red. It turned green. For some reason, I turned left. I saw this white SUV coming, and it was coming at a speed of, like, I'm not good at measurements or space or time, so I'm gonna guess like 45 miles an hour. And I was like, whoa, that car doesn't look like it's gonna stop. And then I looked at the car in front of me, and it kind of inched up into the intersection, but not quite, because I think they saw the car. And then I looked back at the car again, and I'm like, oh crap, that car is not gonna stop. And I looked at the other car, and then I looked at the car coming, and then I looked at the other car, and I was like, oh my god, you're about to get struck by a vehicle. What I do in crisis situations like that is, you know, there's like fight or flight. I'll either flight, I'll just run away, or I will just be in an intense state of paralysis where I can't move. So, you know, I tried to do flight real quick. I had my hands on the wheel, and I kind of did this with my body, just so like maybe those couple inches that I moved back could help the car in front of me not get hit by this car that's coming. Looking back, I wish I could have done a couple more inches, because the next thing I know, this car comes and just like whoosh, and like hits this guy's bumper like right off. He spins. The whole intersection is like, no one's moving, nobody's doing anything. I'm 15 seconds of just paralysis, just staring. I'm just staring ahead. I could not move. I wanted to move, but I couldn't. Finally, I snapped out of it, and I was like, okay, what do I do? Do I call 911? Do I get out of the car to see if they're doing okay? Do I drive around him and just pretend like that never happened? Guess what I did? I drove around him like it never happened. But you know what? That driver was okay because he had put his hazards on. So I'm like, all right, he's alive. That's cool. And as I was passing him, I saw the car that hit him. This chick got out of the driver's seat. She was driving barefoot. Not saying that's the reason it happened, but I then moseyed my way back into work. Now you're probably wondering, how does this correlate with Dane Cook? I was a huge fan of old school Dane Cook. Dane Cook had this joke about how he had always wanted to see somebody get struck by a vehicle. Very, very funny. He says at the moment, it's an actual person, it's a pedestrian getting hit by a car. The moment that he sees that this car is going to hit this person, he goes, ah! He's like, I wanted to say, you're about to get struck by a vehicle, but all that could come out was, ah! And I just really correlated that today, because I was like, you're about to get struck by a vehicle. And that's my story. I was very excited to see it, and I'm very excited that kind of happened. I get it, Dane. Like, if it was a person, I would have closed my eyes and pretended like that never happened, and I would never have spoken of it ever again. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys that story because I only have 2 friends, and one of them's a dog, and he really did not have any response to it. So I figured, hey, what's better than 2 people hearing this story? 1.5, because you know, what's better than that? I don't know, maybe 9 people hearing it? So, great day for Chandra. Yeah, so my coworker was like, yeah, you're looking skinnier, what are you doing? I should have said I've been eating Big Bite hot dogs every morning from 7-Eleven when I get my coffee, because I have been doing that more often than I would like. I have to stop that. It's probably these jeggings, and my entire body's covered in Spanx, so